Hello, I am Minecraft Phenom 08, and this is episode 23 in my Automate Everything Minecraft series. In today's episode, I am going to be working on getting some automatic crafting into my new Applied Energistics system at this base right here. As of right now, it only has the items that it has gotten through its automatic measures, which are the void ore miners in the basement of this building right here. And so I want to keep it that way. So one way I can do that is I can take these drives out, which are the drives with the stuff in them, and I'm going to actually place them over here into this modular storage. That way I can isolate exactly what we need to process in the future, and so that's cool. The next thing I want to do is I want to take, actually before I do that, I want to make a few things for our Applied Energistics system, and those things are, I need to make a bunch of ME interfaces. So let's go ahead and make a bunch of these items that we're going to need. Let's do regular Certus here, and then luckily a lot of this stuff is pretty easy to make. I actually want to make 32 of these. Let's go ahead and make 64. We will use them. I know I will. I'm going to use lots and lots and lots of these things throughout the course of the series, so that's not really waste. We can use those later. 40 molecular assemblers. Okay, so let's see here. We're going to need more of these guys, so let's get more Certus here. Let's make another stack, and then nether quartz. Okay, so molecular assemblers. Now we need 40 of these. I also need some crafting tables. So let's see what kind of wood we have. We have a bunch of birch wood. So let's make a couple stacks of these guys. Now we should have everything for the molecular assemblers. Except for maybe the quartz glass. I forgot about that. Oh well. I know I have the stuff to make more quartz glass if I need to, so that's not really a problem. Okay, so 40 of those. And let's grab some FluixK or some covered cable here. I'm not really sure what color I need, so let's just grab a bunch of different colors here. I know I don't need yellow. Let's just grab, yeah. Anyways, so we have some of this stuff. Let's hop over here and let's go into this building. Don't mind that giant bridge thing. I'll probably be using that in the next episode. But for right now, we're not worried about it. We are worried about making some autocrafting over here. Okay, so first I want to plot things out if I can. I know that I will need to space these out every other one. Okay, looks like it's gonna work perfect. Yes, that's exactly how I want these plotted out. Okay, so these little devices here will be made. I cannot put them here, so they have to be something like right here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, and I can do some of this off camera, is I'm gonna make 8 of these structures. They will be here, 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 so on and so forth, where I had my cobblestone essentially. And after I do that, I'm gonna be right back. And voila, we have all of these things installed, and you might even notice that I've changed floors. Originally, I had built the original one on this floor, and I decided that it would definitely be a lot better and easier if I went ahead and installed them down here. So that's what I went ahead and did. So let's hook all this stuff up to the Applied Energistics system, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just route it from over here. And to be honest, it would be a little bit better if I were to actually not use all dense cable because I don't really need to here. Okay, so that's annoying. So I can route it something. I can use dense cable there, and then we can go back and get some regular cable for the rest of the routing. Now, if you're not super familiar with Applied Energistics, it uses a system that it calls channels, and dense cable, for example, can hold or can carry up to 32 channels, and the regular cable can carry as many as 8 channels. The thing is, if you route things efficiently, you don't actually need to use too much dense cable in a lot of applications. So right now we need all 32 channels from the controller because each of the ME interfaces that we have in the system requires 1 channel. And so we have 32 ME interfaces, which means this whole system, if we hook everything up, it will require 32 channels. Now, the molecular assemblers do not require a channel, so that's cool. So how we can hook this up using dense cable and covered cable is, so basically there's only 4 channels that needs to go through here. This particular one that I just laid, there will need to be 8 channels because there will be the 4 of this one and then the 4 of this block. And then basically it's actually not too bad to set up. Boom. Okay, so everything should light up, and if you notice the colors here, that means it is on and it is connected to the system here. If I would have been smart, I would have put a smart dense covered cable right here, but that's not really an issue. I know that all of these are connected because you can see the colors here. Now there's one more thing I could do to these molecular assemblers, and that is to add some acceleration cards, but they're not super expensive right now, but I don't really need them as I won't be crafting like a lot of singular items. In the future, I probably will throw acceleration cards in here, but for right now, it's perfectly fine. Okay, so now as it stands, we can't really use these things because there are a few more things that are required before we can really start diving into autocrafting. One of those is we have this system here, and it has practically nothing in it. But we have the pattern terminal right here, and that is because we need to make patterns so that we can use our autocrafting system. So let's run over here real fast and make some blank patterns. So blank patterns are made like this. They are just a little bit expensive, especially if you're super early on. I think I have plenty of glowstone, so that won't be an issue. And I have plenty of quartz powder, so the quartz glass won't be an issue either. So let's go ahead and just make a bunch of quartz glass right now, because I know I'm going to be needing a lot of this stuff. That should be good. So now let's make a bunch of blank patterns, and for right now let's make 2 stacks. And once again, I don't want to use that Certus. Let's use charged Certus. So that's cool. We will have 128 blank patterns, and essentially, actually, let's grab a few more things, because I want to move pretty much all of these items into that other system. What we need to do is we need to grab the MEIO port, and let's grab 3 acceleration cards just to make the sorting a little bit faster. We do need to, I'm going to grab these drives out of here, but I want to replace them. So let's make a bunch of 4K drives. Let's make 10 of them. I don't actually need to make 10 of these because I don't think I will need to actually pull all of these over. But anyways, let's just go ahead and do this anyways. So that's 4, that's 8, that's 10. So let's grab all of these and then throw in these blank ones. Okay, so I should have 3 more. There we go. Now how we're going to do this real fast is we are going to place down the MEIO port right here, throw in the acceleration cards. Let's do the 16K storage ones first. Throw those in, and then we can do everything else. Okay, so and right here, because we don't have 10 16Ks, let's just throw in 2 more 4Ks. Fantastic. So those are all empty. We can get rid of this. And we can throw... Oh crap, I didn't mean to throw that in there. I need my crescent hammer back. Okay, so what we do with these blank patterns is we put them right here. And the rest of them can just go in the system. I don't even know how that happened. Okay, there. So if we want to make something, we make a pattern of it first. So for example, if we want to make wood into planks, we can put 1 wood in here, and to finalize the pattern, you hit this button right here, which encodes it, and then we can use this ME interface terminal to access the molecular assemblers that are attached to the system. We can just place them in here. Now if, say, we want to craft some birch wood, we can go over here and we can find our craftable items and hit this, say, okay, make 100 birchwood planks. And right now we have no crafting CPUs. So let's rectify that. Let's make some crafting CPUs. So how you make crafting CPUs is you need crafting storage and you need to hook that up to the Applied Energistics system. It's also sometimes beneficial to have crafting coprocessors. So if you have like a multi-layered craft, for example, say modular storage. To make modular storage, first you need to make a chest. Actually, that might not be the best example. Okay, yes, it would be an alright example, because first you need to make a chest and a machine frame, and then you can put the thing together. If you have a crafting coprocessor, it can make the chest and the machine frame simultaneously, so that you waste less time waiting for the craft to complete. Not that it takes very long anyways, but like I said, sometimes it's beneficial to have crafting coprocessors. So I am actually going to make a few of these. First we need to make crafting units, which are made like this. I should probably go ahead and make some more of these. So let's grab some fluix here. That's why it's not showing up. And then let's make a bunch of it. Okay, that should be plenty. That's another thing that we'll be making plenty of, so let's go ahead and encode that. Let's encode pretty much everything we're making right now. So the crafting units are made like so. Oh, we're missing, what are we missing? Iron. Okay, so yes, forgot about that. So I need to grab a storage bus. Which apparently have nothing because it's all back here. My bad. I do have a storage bus. Cool. So then I need a black hole controller. And let's see here. What do we need? We need an ender chest. That won't be too difficult. And you know what? Let's encode that as well. And then we want this version, which apparently we don't have everything. We need a block of diamond. And a machine frame. I don't have glass or iron with me. Crap. Okay, so let's just grab some glass and iron. Let's grab something of all of these. Okay, so let's try this again. Machine frame. Cool, let's make one. drop it in there. Okay, so that's the black hole controller, and we will need one of them. Let's go ahead and put it right here. Storage bus can go right here. And then we can drop all of these patterns that we've made into the molecular assembler. And then let's grab some fluid cable so that we can hook this up. Actually, I'm not going to hook it up quite yet, because I actually want to grab... Oh, shoot. Come on. I want to grab all of these. So, for whatever reason, it pops out all of the items that you have in there, but that's not super big deal. Now we can throw these back in here. And like before, let's hit the partition storage to what is already in there, which is all of this stuff. Let's set it to +1000, and then we can go ahead and hook it up. Now this is a temporary location for this black hole controller. I will get a more permanent location for a bunch of black hole units and black hole controllers and things like that. But for right now, this will be a fine location for it. So at some point it will recognize, and it has. So we have a bunch of stuff now in our system, and we should be able to make the things that we actually need to make, which are the crafting storage and the crafting units. Okay, so let's go ahead and make by my count, I'm going to make 16 of these today. So let's grab 16, and then we need to make crafting coprocessors, which are made like this, and I want to make 12 of these. And I have to go slowly, because if you click too fast, then it automatically goes into the system, and it's weird how this works, but it's fine. And then let's make some 4K crafting storage. And apparently I need more 4K storage. So let's go ahead and get this as an Autocraft. And then we can make these. Cool. So let's throw these in here. And then we need to find a location for these. So let's grab some... Actually, I don't need to grab anything. I have access to my Applied Energistics system via this wireless thing. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put some of the crafting processors down here. I'm not exactly sure where the best spot would be. You know, let's actually bake some of this into the floor. And I'm not sure if this will cause problems or not, but let's try this. So let's try putting the first one here. I'm not sure if it'll cause problems, because it's trying to access the main ME system from like all of its sides. So I'm not sure if that will be able to work. So let's try to craft something. Let's craft 10 of these. Okay, so it works fine. That's cool. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to make 3 more of these into each of the corners here, and then I'm going to be right back. Okay, cool. Now we have all of these installed. Let's go up and let's fix a few things, or not really fix a few things, but I want to replace these 4K units with 16K units. So let's go ahead and do that, and we can do some, or use some of the Autocrafting along the way. So currently I do not have these so that I can Autocraft them. Let's fix that. And we are not using that Certus. We're using regular Certus. So that's the 1K. And then let's do the 16K. And that is made like so. And then we can finish off with these. Okay, so let's craft. We need 2 of these. 1, And while that's crafting, let's grab an MEIO port. Okay, we're hung up on something and I'm not sure what it is. Okay, for whatever reason that doesn't want to craft. Okay, it's being weird. This is being really weird. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go away for a second. I'm going to log out, log back in, and see what's going on exactly. So I'm going to be right back. Okay, so I'm still having kind of the same issue here. I can't get this out. I did make another one, so that's not really a big deal. Let's take these out. Let's put those in. And now we have everything that we need. So let's toss those back. I think I might know what's going on here. Earlier, I said I thought that the position of these things might be an issue, and I kind of think that's what's going on. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and move these because I'm pretty sure that there's some sort of conflict going on. And it's not really sure what to do. So let's put these somewhere. I'm not really sure what to do with them. You know what? Let's put those along the ceiling up here because that's what I've done in the past. So let's, that needs 2. So basically we need 2 in between. And then each one will be made something like this. So now let's grab some cover cable here. I don't want regular flux. I want a colored version. I don't have very much, to be honest. So let's try this out. Actually, no. I can do this even better. These systems right here can carry up to 8 channels across, or the crafting storage and the crafting coprocessor can carry up to 8 channels through themselves. So let's just hook this up like this. So that should be better. And let's see if we get some of the same hung responses. So let's try to make 3 of these. Okay, so we're missing something. I don't know why it's being temperamental. That's really weird. Okay, so it seems to be working now. Okay, now it's not working. I have no idea what's going on with this thing. This is really weird. Well, it shouldn't be doing wonky things like this, but maybe it will sort itself out after I like restart the server or something. I don't know. I've never had it do weird things like this. And I've used Applied Energistics quite a bit, so maybe I'll figure it out at some point. But anyways, I think this is a pretty good wrapping up point. So in today's episode, I managed to throw some autocrafting in. these units right here should help me autocraft things with this Applied Energistics system. Also, these down here will allow me to autocraft anything that you can make in a vanilla crafting table, which is essentially what the molecular assemblers are. They're crafting tables for Applied Energistics. So that'll help me quite a bit in the future. It will make building things easier in the future, especially big projects. Like if I'm making a bunch of one item, it'll just make it really, really easy. I just come over here, say I want 20 pulverizers, for example, and boom, they're made. So that'll be really nice. If you liked this episode, go ahead and give it a like. If you like automation and modded Minecraft, go ahead and subscribe to my channel because that's kind of what I do. Signing off, I am Minecraft Phenom 08, and I will see you next time.